Once upon a time, in this tiny village, there was this girl called Tanisha. She lit up the whole place with her super bright smile and a heart full of kindness. But guess what? Life had other plans for her. So at sweet 16, Tanisha finds herself stuck in this sad story where her life becomes this roller coaster of heartbreak and tough times. Her folks dealing with money troubles get conned by this shady rich dude, Malachi. This guy with a twisted heart and a face that screams trouble convinces Tanisha's parents to marry her off to him. All he cares about is stacking up more dough and power by taking advantage of innocent young girls like Tanisha. Not cool, Malachi. Not cool at all. Tanisha, with a heart as innocent as a puppy's first howl, went on this crazy adventure into the unknown. She had no clue about the sketchy stuff happening on the way. In this village where shadows spill the beans, she got stuck in this fate mess, supposed to hitch up with Malachi. He was as mysterious as the clouds hanging over us. The wedding, supposed to be all about love, turned into a gloomy event with a dark vibe forecasting a bad future. Stepping into Malachi's fancy house, Tanisha felt a shiver running down her spine, like an unspoken feeling that something bad was going to go down, hinting at a storm about to wreck her life. Inside Malachi's big house, there was this icy vibe, and you could feel the chill as servants tiptoed around, scared of his every command. Tanisha was basically stuck in this fancy mansion that was supposed to be all lavish and stuff, but instead of feeling cozy, it was like a fancy jail. She couldn't hang out with her family or friends, and it was like being trapped in this invisible, high-class cage. This guy, Malachi, was a real jerk, enjoying making her life a total mess. He got a kick out of turning her life into a never-ending nightmare, giving her a bunch of annoying chores, and throwing mean insults that hit harder than anything. Day by day, Tanisha's once happy face turned into a sad one, and behind closed doors, she was hiding all the tears. It was like her suffering was echoing in the quiet of her fancy prison life. But despite everything going wrong, Tanisha wasn't letting it crush her. She was tough and not giving in to the weight of the messed up situation. In Malachi's crazy mansion, she clung to the inner strength deep inside her. When she felt alone and down, Tanisha turned to the village stories for comfort. Those ancient tales were like little sparks of hope in her troubled heart. They were full of tough times and big wins, creating a safe space for her hurt soul. One story in particular really hit home for Tanisha. It was about a brave girl facing tough stuff, head-on, conquering challenges to come out on top. These stories weren't just stories for Tanisha. They were like guiding lights, helping her through the darkest parts of her life. As the sun dipped behind the hills, casting long shadows, Tanisha's life story got even more complicated, keeping the whole village hooked. So, there was this whole mysterious vibe going on in the hood, and out of the blue, this mysterious figure named Nia showed up. The folks in the village, who usually just roll with the day-to-day stuff, couldn't help but get hooked on the mystery Nia brought with her. Nia, the wise old head of the village, had been the go-to for inspiration and wise words for ages. Everybody knew her as the one with a big heart, always ready to share her wisdom with anyone in a jam. Stories about her kindness spread like wildfire, becoming part of the village's history. Whenever things got tough, Nia was the one lending a hand and bringing comfort to those going through a rough patch. As the day rolled on, the wind spilled the beans about Tanisha's struggles, carrying the whispers of her problems to Nia's ears. It was like the air itself was playing messenger, passing on the deets of Tanisha's situation to the wise old Nia. In the quiet times, Nia could feel the weight of the drama unfolding, pushing her to step in and do something about it because of her sense of duty and the empathy vibe she had going on. Fueled by a strong sense of responsibility and a real understanding of Tanisha's struggles, Nia decided to jump into the ongoing drama, holding the village hostage. Even though Nia's entrance was all mysterious, it held the promise of maybe changing Tanisha's messed up situation. The villagers, now all curious and hopeful, kept their eyes on Nia, waiting to see how her mysterious intervention might shake things up in Tanisha's life. Every step she took seemed to echo through the village, matching the heartbeat of those waiting for something to change. Under the cover of darkness, Nia sneaked into Malachi's big mansion, moving stealthily through the shadows with a mission. In the quiet dark, she revealed herself to Tanisha, bringing a comforting vibe to the gloomy atmosphere. With a voice as gentle as a breeze, Nia spun tales of hope and strength, like a pro storyteller creating a masterpiece of courage. In their secret meeting, Tanisha's spirit got stirred up as Nia's words acted like a soothing ointment for the wounds caused by Malachi's nastiness. Nia, the keeper of ancient African wisdom, tapped into the mystical traditions with a deep understanding of magic passed down through generations. She hooked Tanisha up with a special amulet, a charm believed to have the power to rewrite destiny. Radiating the essence of transformation, this amulet morphed into a symbol of strength, illuminating Tanisha's path towards newfound empowerment. The clandestine meeting in the shadows marked a pivotal moment in Tanisha's journey, where Nia's seeds of hope sprouted within her resilient spirit. Armed with Nia's wisdom and the enchanted amulet, Tanisha gained the strength to resist Malachi's oppressive control. Operating in secrecy with cunning intellect, she outsmarted Malachi's schemes, earning the loyalty of the weary mansion servants who had grown weary of his cruelty. Tanisha's courage ignited a quiet rebellion within the walls that once echoed Malachi's tyranny. In hushed corridors and concealed corners, a subtle yet potent uprising took root, fueled by Tanisha's resilience and the collective yearning for freedom. Under a night sky adorned with ominous storm clouds, Tanisha summoned her courage to confront Malachi with the mystical amulet. The amulet cast a radiant glow around her neck as she spoke words infused with strength and determination, boldly asserting her right to freedom. The unexpected brilliance caught Malachi off guard, revealing Tanisha's newfound power. In that charged moment, Malachi faced a revelation. Tanisha, once under his control, had evolved into an uncontrollable force. The winds of change swept through the mansion, and the balance of power shifted as Tanisha stood tall, a symbol of unwavering defiance against the oppressive storm. In a sudden turn of fate, the villagers, guided by Nia's wisdom, gathered and boldly approached Malachi's mansion. Their voices harmonized in a demand for justice, not just for Tanisha, but for all oppressed by Malachi's tyranny. Confronted by this unified front, Malachi's figurative castle began to crumble under the weight of his malevolence. Fueled by a collective spirit of defiance, the villagers stood firm against the once mighty oppressor, initiating a moment of reckoning that reverberated through the mansion's halls. The magical force within Tanisha, combined with the strength of the villagers, formed an unstoppable tide that eroded the foundations of Malachi's oppressive rule. The once wicked man found himself banished from the village, and in the triumphant aftermath, Tanisha emerged as the victor. Her smile, once dimmed by hardship, now radiated brighter than ever before. So with the villagers having her back and Nia showing the way, Tanisha basically became the symbol of hope for anyone dealing with tough times. Her story spread like wildfire, inspiring folks across the hills and valleys, proving that resilience can grow in the darkest corners of life. In the heart of an African village, a sad tale turned into a badass victory story. Tanisha's journey turned into a legendary tale, passed down from one generation to the next. It's a powerful reminder that even in the toughest times, resilience and hope can light the way to a happy ending. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it around, and hit that subscribe button for more awesome tales from our channel. Catch you in the next African folktale video.